Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for spending some time with me. I really appreciate you liking, commenting, and subscribing. That helps me out a lot. Now let's talk about lipless crankbaits, the rattle trap, whatever you want to call it. This is a bait that really performs all year. You know, I come from Florida and this is a bait we don't ever take off. And it works really good in the spring and really good in the fall. Everywhere else in the country, you hear a lot about tournament wins and a lot of big fish, tournament success caught on a lipless crankbait. Now, this is a bait that you can really use in the summertime. You know, if you want to fish it on offshore ledges, gravel bars, shell beds, whatever you want to call it, any type of flat surface where those fish may get in the summertime, you can catch them on a lipless. Now, you don't hear as much about it that time of year, but it is going to be a big player for at least another month and a half. Until those fish really spawn, you're gonna see a lipless crankbait catch fish on every lake. So I want to kind of go into the different colors that are gonna work in March, the end of March and April. Now, a lipless crankbait, everyone knows the color red really good early spring. You see crankbaits, chatterbaits, lipless crankbaits, they all come in some form of red. Now, this is when I like to go to my chromes, my golds. I will throw those colors earlier in the year as well, but this is the time of year where I'm just purely gonna throw something with some shine to it, because in the post spawn, spinner baits, shiny things just really get bass's attention. You know, it's one of those deals where they get off the bed, they're kinda in a weird mood, and something shiny just tends to really work. You know, a spinnerbait, in my opinion, is the best post-spawn bait. So if I can get away with throwing the silvers and the golds, it's something that I'm gonna do when I know there's a good amount of fish that are post-spawn, and then you also still have a lot of pre-spawn fish. So what colors of the golds and the silvers on what day? So I wanna dive into that. And then maybe give you a few tricks and tips that I know about lipless crankbaits that I don't think get talked about a whole lot. So silver, like your silver spinnerbait blades, I like that on sunny days. Now, you do have to realize that on sunny days, the fish are gonna suck down to the bottom. So the bass are gonna be real tight to the bottom on sunny days. Now, if you are fishing a lipless crankbait, this is obviously a bait that you are kind of making contact with the bottom, really good around grass. You know, you're constantly popping it in the grass. So if you're fishing grass, a silver on a sunny day is about the only color I throw. You know, chrome and blue, chrome and black, some form of chrome. They make a bunch of different types of chrome and blue, some really natural ones if you're in the clear water, but it's an amazing color, and it's a big fish color in my opinion. It's one of those staples in fishing. You know, when you think of the June bugs, the green pumpkins, in lipless crankbaits, chrome and blue, just a magic color. Now, on cloudy days is when I go more to the golds. You know, every company has a different shade of gold, and I like that really dark gold on the really dark cloudy days. And then they make those colors that are almost like silver, but it's just a really light gold, a really light, shiny gold, you know, kind of like your wedding ring, 24 karat gold type gold. So you gotta kind of play with those, but I keep them both because I know when I see that really dark gold coming back to the boat on kind of a sunny, you know, partly cloudy-ish day, it just looks too gaudy. It's too much. Go to that lighter gold, you know, that jewelry color gold, and that works really good on days where you just have some clouds. You know, it's not super bright out, but it's also not super dark out. Great color. So that is my favorite April color when it comes, because you're going to have a lot of post-frontal days. You're going to have a lot of days where most of the colors, they just don't work anymore. Your chartreuses, your reds, your oranges, those just aren't going to play once we get into April. Those fish are really focusing on shad. You know, they're no longer looking down on the bottom in search of whatever may be on the bottom. They're going to be up in the water column looking up. They're coming off the bed. So when they go to the bed, here's the beds. They're going to stay on the bottom of the lake, get on the beds, and then they're just going to go straight out. And a lot of the times that means they're suspended. They're off the bottom. And a lipless crankbait is still a bait that works really well in shallow, flat type areas. So try those different colors, guys. This is the time of year where your chromes are really going to take off. I love a chrome. You got to use the benefit of the sun. They're not always going to bite good on sunny days, so use that sun to your advantage with some type of chrome. Good luck to you guys, and I'll see you on the water.